If you haven't been following me or you have just started following me, then you probably have not gone down deep in my feed long enough to know that I am a huge, huge, huge Jonas Brothers fan. Literally, when I was like 10, 11, 12, like back in middle school, I had like a few shirts. I had well, not all of their CDs, but I knew like their entire discography word for word. And I could even at that point like describe like the track listing on each of their albums that were out at that point. And I could tell you their birthdays, where they were from, what instrument they played, their full names, everything except their social security number and address. Basically, I could tell you I was that fan. The Jonas Brothers announced that they were going on tour, and about a month or so before that, they dropped their first single, Sucker. And I have to admit, I was excited, but I was also skeptical because, for one, I was wondering, is this going to be the Jonas Brothers that I was in love with, 10 years ago when Lines, Vines, and Trying Times came out? It's crazy. I was 12, you guys, when that album came out. 12. I am 22 now. I didn't know if it was going to be what I had fell in love with when I was 12, and I knew it was going to be a little bit more mature because, let's be honest, those guys are almost in their 30s. And by the time this also gets posted, it'll be a few days since Joe got married to Sophie, which, congratulations, by the way. I think it's cute that they did like a Vegas type wedding because it's impromptu. In all honesty, it seems like something Joe would do, so I really wasn't surprised. But my friend Sam was heartbroken because Joe is her favorite. Nick's my favorite, and Kevin is one of my friend's favorites, so it kind of all balances out. But as I was listening to it, it didn't remind me of SOS. It kind of reminded me of Pom Poms, the single that came out in 2013, I believe. I decided that I liked it because, bands grow up, bands change their sound, kind of like All Time Low did. But we won't get into that. That's maybe another video for later. And then they released Cool, and it kind of sounded like Sucker, and it kind of gave me this summery beach, spring break, no cares given kind of thing, kind of like Sucker did. And it made me realize that they are shifting in a new direction. They kind of create music that Nick and Joe have been creating in DNCE and Nick's kind of separate project that have been going on for a while now. With the announcement of Happiness Begins, the 12-year-old in me kind of screamed. Literally, I screamed when I saw that they were going to be going on tour and coming to St. Louis on September 14th. Do you know how freaking long it's been since I've seen them? It has literally been, I think, 2009 was when Lines, Vines, and Trying Times came out, so I think it's been that long, which, again, 10 years. I was 12. I have my own person now, my own credit card and my own job, so I can buy tickets now instead of begging my mom, which, funny story, I don't remember the name of the tour, but it was when the Jonas Brothers toured with Demi Lovato and Avril Lavigne. That show was sold out and it was on my birthday. I forget what year it was, but I want to say 2008. So I think I turned 11. I don't know. And so anyway, my mom called me when I was at my friend's house, and she was like, I got you a Jonas Brothers ticket. And I didn't believe her at first because, who's gonna believe their mom when they first say they can't go to see the Jonas Brothers, but then they end up getting them a ticket, right? So she told me that it was real and that I was going with my cousin Molly and her friend at the time. I forget her friend's name because, again, it's 2008, 2009. And I screamed and I ran down the hill because this girl lived on a hill. And I ran down the hill so fast that I tripped and tumbled my way down. So I went home, took a shower, got ready. I didn't wear any makeup because I didn't know how to at that time. Again, I was in middle school, so I didn't go through the blue eyeshadow, red lip gloss phase because I didn't know how to wear makeup, and my parents didn't let me back then. But that was the second to last time that I saw them in concert. In 2013, when they announced their breakup, a part of me died inside, I want to say, because, they were the first boy band that I fell in love with. They were the first boy band to teach me about love, relationships, family, success, sadness, health problems, all of those things before I even fully understood what those meant. They brought me together with one of my best friends who I'm not that close with anymore, but we still talk every day, just not as much as we used to. They brought me this happiness that I once again didn't quite understand because I was so young. And just reflecting back on that when they announced their breakup made me realize that, wow, this band really did change my life in more ways than one. I think when tickets go on sale, I am probably going to cry because, like I said, and I'll be 22 and I'll have a new respect for it because I've been to hundreds of concerts. So I'll know how to take pictures and videos to post on Instagram, but to also keep for myself. But I'll have visually seen the Jonas Brothers grow up because, as I said in the beginning of this video, I was a massive Jonas Brothers fan. Posters were all over my wall. If I find the pictures, I'll post them in this video, but they are very low quality because they were shot on like a video camera, and I didn't know how to hold a camera phone steady enough back then. I know, right? That's so funny. Anyway, if you are going to the Happiness Begins tour, let me know. I'd love to know what date you're going to. I'm going to September 14th in St. Louis at the Enterprise Center, and it's going to be the best day of my life, and it's going to be the best show that I attend. I already know that. So love you guys. Bye-bye.